Did you know that unlike dogs, cats domesticated themselves? Talk about being independent. Yes, you heard it right. Cats, with their alluring mystery, have bewitched humans for centuries. They are enigmas wrapped in soft fur, purring their way into our hearts. But their self-domestication is a testament to their independent spirit. This independence, however, can sometimes make it challenging for us humans to discern their feelings. Do they love us? Do they despise us? Or are we just convenient can openers in their eyes? Well, unraveling the feline enigma is no easy task. But don't fret, because we're here to help you decode the signs that might suggest your feline friend might not be your biggest fan. From subtle body language to not-so-subtle gifts, cats have their own unique ways of expressing their disdain. So strap in and hold on to your catnip, because we're about to delve into the world of feline disdain, shall we? Ever feel like your cat is giving you the cold shoulder? Well, that might just be the case. You see, cats are notorious for their aloof and independent behavior. Unlike dogs, who are known for their overt displays of affection, cats have a more subtle and, dare I say, sophisticated way of expressing themselves. And one of these expressions might be what we perceive as the cold shoulder. When your feline friend turns their back on you, avoids your touch, or refuses to respond to your calls, they're not being moody or indifferent. Instead, they're likely trying to communicate their displeasure or annoyance. Yes, that's right. Your cat might be upset with you. Think about it. Remember that time when Fluffy ignored you for an entire day after you accidentally stepped on her tail? Or when Whiskers wouldn't come out from under the bed after you brought a new pet home? These are not mere coincidences. Cats use their behavior to express their feelings, and ignoring you might be their version of a silent protest. And it's not just anecdotal evidence that backs this up. Scientific research has shown that cats are capable of holding grudges just like us humans. In fact, a study from the University of Lincoln found that cats could remember unpleasant experiences for up to 10 hours and would avoid the person associated with that experience. So if you've been getting the cold shoulder from your cat, it might be a good idea to reflect on your recent interactions. Did you change their food? Have you been spending less time with them? Or perhaps you've been too forceful with your cuddles? Your cat might be telling you that they're not okay with these changes. Remember, communication with cats is a two-way street. While they might not understand our words, they definitely pick up on our actions and behaviors. So the next time your cat gives you the cold shoulder, don't dismiss it. Instead, try to understand what they're trying to communicate. Ignoring you might just be your cat's way of saying, "Talk to the tail," because the whiskers aren't listening. Ever had a love bite from your cat? Well, surprise, surprise, it might not be out of love. Yes, you heard it right. Those playful little bites and scratches that we often dismiss as your cat's way of saying, "I adore you," might be a whole different story from your cat's perspective. So let's dive a bit deeper into feline language, shall we? Now, we all know cats are mysterious creatures. They have their unique ways of expressing themselves. But when it comes to biting and scratching, it's a clear indication that they're not exactly thrilled. You see, cats use their claws and teeth primarily for hunting. So when they use them on us, it's their way of saying, "Hey, you're invading my personal space," or "I'm not in the mood for playtime." And yes, it can even mean, "I'm just not that into you." Now you might be thinking, "But my cat bites and scratches playfully all the time." And yes, kittens often do this as a part of their learning and socialization process. But as they grow older, these behaviors should ideally decrease. If they don't, it's a sign that they're not content with something in their environment or in their relationship with you. So what can you do about it? Well, first off, respect their boundaries. Cats are creatures of habit and comfort. If they're not in the mood for cuddles or playtime, give them their space. Also, make sure their environment is stimulating enough. A bored cat is an unhappy cat, and an unhappy cat is more likely to resort to biting and scratching. In conclusion, it's crucial to remember that your cat is not a small human in a fursuit. They have their unique needs and ways of expressing themselves. So next time your kitty gives you a love bite, take a moment to consider what they might be trying to tell you. Next time you get a love bite, remember, it might not be so full of love after all. Ever received a gift from your cat and wondered if it's an act of love or disgust? Yes, that's right. We're talking about those dead mice or birds, or even the odd random item they proudly present to you. It's a common misconception that this behavior is a sign of your cat's affection. A charming thought, but it might not be the case. Cats are natural hunters, and this hunting instinct doesn't fade, even in the most pampered of indoor cats. They might not need to hunt for survival, but the instinct remains. So when your cat presents you with a dead mouse or bird, it's not necessarily a token of love, but rather a demonstration of their hunting prowess. But why present it to you, you might ask? Well, in the wild, cats bring their prey back to their den as a form of safety measure. It's their way of ensuring that the meal doesn't get stolen. So when your indoor cat brings you their catch, it's not because they think of you as their best friend, they're following their natural instincts. Now let's take a step further into the realm of disgust. Some researchers and cat behaviorists suggest that your cat might actually be trying to teach you something. Or worse, they might think you're incapable of hunting for yourself. Imagine that. Your cat thinks you can't even catch a mouse. It's like they're saying, "Look, this is how it's done. Now do it yourself." But don't take it personally. Remember, cats are independent creatures. They're not trying to insult you. They're just expressing their natural instincts in the only way they know how. So the next time your cat drops a dead mouse at your feet, don't be quick to assume it's a loving gesture. Instead, consider it a lesson in hunting, a display of their predatory prowess, or even a subtle message about your lack of hunting skills. So next time your cat brings you a gift, you might want to rethink thanking them. Did you know that your cat's tail is like a mood ring? It's a fascinating feature that can offer a window into your feline friend's emotions. You may think it's just there for balance or for swatting away pesky flies, but the truth is much more intriguing. Like a barometer of feelings, a cat's tail can express a wide range of moods. It's all about the position and movement. If a cat's tail is standing straight up, it's usually a sign of happiness or excitement. They're pleased to see you, or perhaps they've spotted a delicious-looking bird through the window. On the other hand, when a cat's tail is tucked between their legs, it's a clear sign of fear or submission. They might be feeling threatened or uncomfortable. Maybe that new vacuum cleaner is freaking them out, or they've just been told off for scratching the couch. A tail that's fluffed up like a pipe cleaner typically means your cat is feeling threatened or agitated. It's their way of trying to look bigger and more intimidating, kind of like how a peacock fans out its feathers. A swishing tail, however, is a little more complex. If it's a slow, languid swish, your cat is likely feeling relaxed and content, but a rapid back-and-forth swish could mean they're agitated or annoyed. Perhaps you've overstayed your welcome in their personal space, or they're tired of that laser pointer game. A tail that's twitching at the tip is often a sign of focus. Your cat might be preparing to pounce on a toy, or they're contemplating the best route to that tantalizingly high shelf. In essence, your cat's tail is a vital communication tool. It's like they're waving a flag that says, "I'm happy," or "back off," or "I'm about to do something silly." Understanding these telltale signs can help you better understand your cat's feelings towards you. So, keep an eye on that tail. It might just reveal whether your cat thinks you're the cat's pajamas or the cat's meow. Well, that was a journey into the heart of feline contempt, wasn't it? We've traversed the icy landscapes of the cold shoulder, felt the sting of the claw of discontent, and unwrapped the less than pleasant gift of disgust. We've also become fluent in the language of tales, the subtlest yet most telling signs of how our feline friends truly feel about us. Now that we've mastered these signs, it's time to turn a new leaf in our understanding of our furry companions. So, what's next on our adventure? Well, we're going to venture into a topic that has baffled humans for centuries. Yes, the peculiar obsession cats have with boxes. In our next video, we'll explore why cats love boxes, a study in feline obsessions. Until then, keep an eye out for those claw swipes and tail flicks. And remember, your cat might just be saying, "I'm not angry, just disappointed," but don't despair. Understanding these behaviors is the first step towards improving your relationship. Spend quality time with your cat, ensure their environment is comfortable, and consider consulting a vet or a pet behaviorist if necessary. Remember, every cat is unique and building trust takes time. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with other cat lovers, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips and insights. Until next time, keep those tails up and those purrs coming.